Hey guys, where would you put Islam Makhachev in the GOAT conversation? I think we can put him in the GOAT conversation. I can't definitively say that he's the greatest of all time, but I can definitely say that if he gets like 2 to 3 wins of welterweight, he would be the greatest of all time because welterweight division right now is like all-time hottest. You have Joaquin Buckley, you have Sean Brady, you have Ian Gary Bilal, and Bilal fighting next week. You have Carlos Pradas, you have Michael Morales. You have Kamaru Usman, and you might potentially have Ilia Topuria actually move to welterweight to face Islam Makhachev. So it's all-time great. I mean, if you're looking at the top 10, every one of them is a killer. I forgot to mention Leon Edwards, actually. He's still kind of there. So you have that many fighters. And when Islam Makhachev was in lightweight division, the lightweight division was all-time great, to be honest. He had guys like Dustin Poirier in their primes. Justin Gaethje in his prime. You have Michael Chandler in his prime. And I'm talking about like a few years ago when he was competing in welterweight. Moicano. Then he had Volkanovski actually coming in 45, giving him 2 good fights. Charles Oliveira was in his prime and Islam Makhachev actually beat him. So Gamrod and a lot of guys. So lightweight division was the hardest division when Islam Makhachev was competing. And now he's moved to welterweight. And I would say welterweight division is like the hottest division right now. Might actually be the hottest ever, to be honest. And okay, so who do you have in the GOAT conversation? Other contenders are like Anderson Silva. I don't think you can actually match the track record of Anderson Silva with Islam Makhachev. They have the same number of consecutive wins, so the longest streaks in like UFC. Islam Makhachev has leveled the streak at like 16-fight win streak in UFC. But I think it's much more impressive than Anderson Silva. First of all, Islam Makhachev is beating guys in the prime. He moved to welterweight. He beat Jack Dalla in his prime. He's like only 29 years old. And he's got much bigger competition. Like when Anderson Silva, I don't want to take anything away from Anderson Silva. I think he was dominating those guys. The fights were not even close. But the guys that he was fighting in the middleweight division was like one of the worst divisions when Anderson Silva was fighting. You had Forrest Griffin, you had Chael Sonnen. He had like a couple of good wins, but those were the guys mostly. He didn't have like any big stars, I would say, on his resume. And it's unfortunate for Silva because I think he was really good, but I don't think that he faced a competition like Islam Makhachev. And then he had like a failed drug test as well. And then who else do you have? John Jones. John Jones was always going to have a blemish of failing 4 drug tests. You can't take it away from John Jones, although his record is like one of the best. If you're looking at John Jones, I mean, he's got the most title wins or something like this. And then he was beating guys like Lyoto Machida or Rampage Jackson. And I mean, a lot of legends too. Shogun Rua. You can have an argument that those guys were at the end of the career, but Jones is beating them pretty decisively. And then he beat Alexander Gustafsson, Daniel Cormier twice, moved to heavyweight, beat Stipe Miocic, Ciryl Gane. So resume of John Jones is great, but character not so great. And then you have